Okay, so I just woke up like an hour ago. It's currently like 2 o'clock or 1 o'clock, I forget. But today's officially the first day of spring break, and I have no official plans besides just going to dinner with Minjun later, but that's later on today. So for now, I'm just gonna eat some cereal for breakfast because I don't really want to go out. I'm trying to relax right now. Also, another thing, it's super nice out. Kind of reminds me of the weather that it used to be like during summertime. It makes me really nostalgic of like the school year during fall, and it kind of reminds me of like when I used to vlog, like just by myself in this room, which I still do, but like when I didn't really know that many people, and it was really interesting. But life is a lot different back in fall semester. Weather was a lot better. There's a lot more green outside. Just all better entirely. I miss fall, but at least the weather's starting to get better. The rain's finally all done. I'm thankful for that. Also, another thing is Amanda's actually vlogging today. Her vlog's not gonna be on this channel today, or we'll see if it's gonna be on here at all. She still has to film it. She's filming it right now as we speak. And yeah, I just really like continuing that series of like having my friends film their days. It's really interesting because they all have like a unique perspective of how they film it. So far, my girlfriend has been the only one to be, actually film her day so far, and I've seen it. She did like more of a silent vlog, I guess, yesterday. I really enjoyed editing that. It was a lot of fun. But I'm curious about how to see what Amanda's gonna do, because she's probably gonna have an entirely different perspective on her approach to vlogging. So that's gonna be really interesting to see later. And then I'm gonna try to have Jay do it too. I think he'd be, open to the idea, but we'll see. His style of vlogging is definitely gonna be more chaotic for sure if I'm able to like get him to do it. All really fun stuff. Anyways, gonna go eat. It is Q&A time because this week I asked you guys questions you have about FOMO, and that's because I'm not going anywhere for spring break, and I just kept hearing about like people's plans about going to Puerto Rico or just going to Hawaii, going to California, and that's just giving me a lot of FOMO because I wish I was doing those things and I'm not. So that's why I'm gonna do a Q&A about FOMO, because I'm sure I'm not the only one that has to go through those feelings of FOMO, and I know I've talked about that before, so let's get into it. First question comes from I Heart Ina, and they asked, I have a question. I don't know if it relates to FOMO, but in my class, I have a guy I find cute, and I really want to ask for his number. I had multiple chances to ask him today, but I was scared and chickened out real bad. First of all, I feel you. I totally feel like I have been there before, and I know I've been there before so many times, but honestly, if you were to ask them, I'm sure they'd be flattered if, you came up to them and asked for their number on Instagram. I'm sure they would be flattered about that because it's always flattering for someone to come up to someone else and ask them for their Instagram or number. As long as you're not creepy about it, it's always usually very flattering because you find them attractive, and that's always, a pretty big compliment for people, or at least in my eyes that is. So yeah, just go up there, don't be afraid, and I'm sure they'd be flattered about it. All right, the second question comes from I'm.spice. They asked, I have big FOMO. Every day flies by and it gives me anxiety. I'm just a high school. I'm gonna wait for that to pass by. Anyways, I'm.spice asked, I have big FOMO. Every day flies by and it gives me anxiety. I'm just a high schooler. Things should be more interesting for me. How should I fix this problem? Well, if you're just a high schooler, things don't have to be like always super exciting for you. You're only in high school. You're not supposed to be doing that much yet. Like, sure, you're supposed to be like, getting some experiences in, but you shouldn't feel like you're, missing out on anything because you're already in high school. That's already a really big, life moment that you're in high school. So just enjoy it and don't rush it, because the more you rush it, the more you feel like you're gonna have even more FOMO, because you're just gonna always keep feeling that need to keep participating in different things, and that need will never be satisfied because it'll just always feel like you're not doing enough, because you'll be doing one thing, and when you're at that one thing, you'll be thinking, oh, I could be doing another thing too. So just enjoy it, be in the moment, and don't try to rush all that type of stuff. So the next question comes from the Mind Gamer 4130. They asked, how do you remind yourself of your blessings when you see others prosper? That is a very, 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 very good question. That's what FOMO all boils down to at the end of the day. But usually what I do to remind myself that, I'm actually very blessed is I just take a moment and pause and try, like when I'm in a good moment, I just pause for a moment and just really think about what I'm feeling at that moment and try to really remember that feeling. And whenever I'm trying to compare myself to other people, I go back on that feeling I was having during those really good moments of my life where I felt like I was really blessed. And I just look back on those moments. I'm like, you know what? My life isn't so bad. I really do have, all these really good things around me. Like, I have a great girlfriend. I have great friends. My grades are pretty good right now, actually. And I'm just altogether really happy. But when I try to compare myself to other people, all that stuff kind of gets like, drowned out. So I just do my best to really know how I feel when I'm with those certain things. Like when I'm with my girlfriend, I always feel really happy. And I just remember those feelings. And when I'm with my friends, I'm always usually laughing all the time. I'm just always in a good mood with them. So I just always try to go back on those feelings when I am feeling major FOMO like that. When I feel like other people are doing more than me, I just think about like how far I've come so far. Like for example, with this YouTube. Like with YouTube, for example, I always feel like I'm really behind because at my college, there are actually some of the people who do YouTube, and there are a couple other people who have more subscribers than me, and every time I see that, I kind of get discouraged. I'm like always thinking, why am I not having as many subs as them? What am I doing wrong? And I just always like caught in that like deep pit of just going deeper and deeper and just feeling bad about myself, and just I don't feel like I'm doing enough on YouTube or I'm doing something wrong. But then I remember that just over like a few months ago, I started everyday vlogging, which is something nobody else has ever done at this school. So I was able to accomplish something for the first time that no one has ever done. And I've kept up with it, and I have gained so many subscribers at like an exponential amount. Like we're almost at 2K. Well, sort of. We have 800 more to go, but I feel like that'll go by very fast, and that's a huge landmark, and I'm so grateful for it. And I just think about that, and I'm really happy for every single trial I've gone through, and it's just taught me a lot, and I've learned a lot of useful skills from it. So I'm very happy. Also, it took a lot of time to answer that question because I thought it was a really good one. But anyways, back to the Q&A. Okay, so the last question comes from Pineapple in Chan's Burger, and they asked, how do I deal with it? Like, my two best friends are going to London in a few weeks for a school trip, and they're always making me feel like I'm missing out, or maybe they're just trying to make me jealous. What should I do in this situation? Well, simply, you just make best do of your situation you're in right now. Even though you're not going to London, there are probably a lot of things you can do while you are back at home. You can get started like, personal projects, since you won't, be too busy hanging out with your friends. It'll be more focused on yourself. So just do a lot of personal projects where you wouldn't be able to do when you have your friends around. And it sucks, don't get me wrong. I know exactly where you're coming from right now because all my friends are traveling for spring break and I'm just here in Boston, like with this okay weather right now. It's actually really good weather right now, but the weather this week is supposed to be like really gloomy, and I'm just not gonna be happy about that at all. And people are going to tropical places. I'm really jealous of that. And what I try to remind myself when I'm feeling jealous of those people is I just think about my situation right now, the best I can do with it, and I'm gonna make do of it. I'm gonna just work on my YouTube channel. I'm gonna do whatever I can to get ahead when people are, on vacation. This is just my time to really work. So I'm gonna focus on that. And yeah, I'm just gonna do whatever I can to make best of the situation I'm in. But it sucks. I wish I could be traveling right now. I seriously wish I could be traveling. I want to get out there. It's my junior year. But unfortunately, I can't. But anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for the Q&A. I'm gonna go climbing with Minjin in a bit. But before that, I'm gonna go work out. But before that, I have to go finish doing my laundry. So there's a couple things I need to do on the side, but nothing too extreme because it's spring break. I keep forgetting, but it's spring break. So I'm back from Jay's place, and also I'm done with rock climbing. Didn't vlog any of it because I didn't have my mini camera, because actually Amanda still has a mini camera. She didn't vlog today because she didn't really feel like it, and also she started like too late during the day. So she's gonna vlog on another day, so that vlog will be coming out sometime in the future. Not soon, but in the future. So stay tuned for that. I'm really tired. It's been a long day for me. I'm gonna end the vlog here. So thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.